guys, it's Gamer Ahmer here. So today we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at the complete set of these DC Comics Designer Series by Greg Capullo figures. Now there are 20 in the set here, and I was finally able to complete the entire set. It took me a little while as these actually came out in 2014 and they ran through until 2016. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. So first we have Batman in the set, and he is actually number 1. So it's numbered right on the side here. Then on this side you'll even see some artwork right here, and it even says Batman. And then the back side actually shows the first 4 that were in the first wave that was released. So we're about to see those. And it's pretty cool because these figures generally come with the figure itself along with some of the weapons. So you couldn't have Batman without his classic batarangs. So these are pretty sweet addition, and the box is pretty neat. It has that window look to it and it displays pretty nice. You can go ahead and display it on a shelf, and it holds up pretty well in this package right here. And then next up we have Talon. So you'll see that this figure right here, you have him. He has this little belt across him with some weapons on it. He's wearing these goggles. On the back side it appears that he even has some more weapons. Here you'll see an extra mask, and you'll even see some knives right here. So he is actually number 2 in the set. And once again you'll see some artwork on the side of the package. And then on the back you'll see Batman is number 1. You'll see him, and then you'll see a couple others. And then for number 3, of course, we have Nightwing here. And he, of course, comes as the figure. And then you'll see that he has his weapons right here on the inside of the package. Same thing, the artwork on the side, number 3. And it shows the first 4 in the series on the back. And then for number 4, we now complete the first wave. So this is the Riddler. And then of course you have him. He's wearing the hat with the question mark on it. He has this cane with the question mark shape. And you'll even notice on the back here, under the figure itself, you'll see that there's some more artwork along with the side here and the back. So down here it says an all-new line of highly detailed action figures based on the artwork of Greg Capullo from the world of Batman. Each figure includes multiple points of articulation and character-specific accessories. So this one right here has this 75 years of Batman, and you'll notice that the first 3 did not have that. So this is the completion of this first series. And then, of course, we move on to number 5 in the set. So here we have Red Hood. So you'll notice that he has this red hood on top of him. You'll see that there is another mask or head right there. You'll see that he has various weapons under here. He has the handgun. He has some larger guns right here and some larger weapons. And his hands are even crafted so that he can hold these various items in there. And then on the side here you'll notice that there's the artwork. And the back here, this one shows the 75 years, but it doesn't actually have that same blurb that the last one did. And then it shows the new wave that was released during this time of this character. And then up next we have number 6. Of course we have Catwoman. So here she has her famous whip. She's wearing the goggles, and you'll notice on the side here it has the same artwork style as the other characters. And then the back, it even shows the 75 years of Batman. and it shows the others in the wave that was released during this time. And then for number 7, we have Mr. Freeze. Now this figure looks pretty sweet. You'll notice that he's wearing his full Freeze suit, and then you even have this little clear piece that goes on top to complete over the head. It was actually separate, so it wasn't just on the figure, so you can take that off. And then it shows this gun right here. Has some artwork on the side, number 7. And it even says 75 years of Batman. And it shows the other 3 along with this next one to complete this wave. And then right here, this one is actually number 8. And right away you'll notice that the box is much larger than these boxes. It stands a bit higher, it's a bit wider, and it's definitely a thicker box. So you'll notice that this is the Thrasher suit Batman. So of course this one had to be much larger than the generic size box that was used, because this is the larger suit. And this one has some pretty good weight to it, and it even has the little helmet that goes over to complete this full entire suit that's used here. Once again, on the side you'll see that artwork, and then the back, it shows the 75 years of Batman, and it shows the full scale. The pictures are a bit larger to go ahead and complete this box right here and make it to scale. So this is definitely a pretty cool display box right here. This one was a little bit more expensive than the others, given the size of the box and the size of the figure, along with the weight to it. So this one, I remember, was a little bit more challenging to find in some pretty good shape. Usually these thicker boxes go through a little bit more damage during shipping, but I was able to find this one in pretty good shape as well. And then here we move on to number 9. This one, you'll notice that it's Batman again, but this is actually the 0-year Batman figure, and this one includes some of the same weapons as the first Batman, but you'll notice that there's an extra gun here, and there's some extra hands here that can swap out for these different weapons. And you'll notice that he has the purple on, unlike the first Batman that you'll see. And then of course we have this artwork on the side, and you'll see that this is number 9, Batman 0-year, and of course it shows that are in this wave that was released. And then moving right along to number 10 in the set, we have Two-Face. Now this character actually looks pretty sweet. You'll notice that there's tons of detail. It's on this side of his face along with this hand. He has a coin in his hand, and he has a couple guns right here, and he is black and white suited. And once again, you'll notice that there's artwork on the side right here. It's actually pretty sweet looking, and it's number 10 in the set. And then on the back here, you'll notice that it doesn't have anything down here, but it shows the 4 characters to complete this set that was released during this particular wave right here. And then on to number 11, we have Commissioner Gordon. So right here you'll see him. He's wearing this trench coat, and he has his glasses on, and he has this walkie-talkie with this gun right here. And then on the side there is some artwork of the box art, and then on the back here it shows the others that are included in this wave right here. So there's one last one to complete this wave, which we move on to number 12. So here we have Batgirl, and you'll notice that she is wearing the suit right here, and of course she has these is her weapons. Then on the side here you'll see this artwork of her. And then on the back here it shows once again those 4. And it doesn't have anything on this bottom strip. So as you can tell so far, the theme is 4 in each wave. So we have 2 more waves to go ahead and complete the full and entire set of figures. So next up we move on to number 13. Now these ones are a bit different because as you'll notice on the tops of these boxes you'll see this famous logo right here and Greg Capullo. These ones say Capullo and it says Greg Capullo, so there isn't that design on the top as the rest of these boxes have. So these ones are moving into the newer release of these figures. So here we have number 13, the Joker. So here you'll notice that the Joker is wearing the suit. He has interchangeable heads right there. One looks like he has some more damage to it. He has this famous gun where it says bang, and there's an axe right there. On the side you'll see some artwork. And then on the back right here it actually says DC. The Joker, 0 Year Survival, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the Flash sculpted by Sculpty Par Jonathan Matthews. So that's a little bit different than the first 3 waves of these figures. So then of course on the back here you see the other 3 that we're about to get to in this wave. So moving on to this figure, you'll notice the same top. And this is number 14. This is the 0 Year Survival Batman. He looks similar to the other Batman with the purple gloves. But of course he has this full belt on. And it looks like there's some rope on there. And he looks like he even has this backpack on. In the figure it looks like he can go ahead and zip line, so that's a pretty neat character right there. And then of course you'll see this artwork on the side of the box and you'll see the back. It's the same thing as the last one in this same wave, so we'll move on to the next 2 in this wave. So next up we move on to some non-Batman characters. So this one right here is actually Wonder Woman, and she is number 15 in the set. This is still the Greg Capullo line, but they went ahead and changed it up with some more DC characters instead of just doing the full line of Batman. So if you're going for the Batman set, you'll have all of these, plus one other one that we're going to get to in the last wave. But this is where it switches up just a little bit. So once again it has the same top as those last 2. On the side it has some artwork of Wonder Woman, and the back shows those 4 that are in the set. And then next up we move on to the Flash. So here he is. He doesn't have any weapons with him. And on the side here you'll see some artwork of him. It says Capullo. And this completes the 4 that were in this wave right here. And then on to this last set right here we have number 17, which is Aquaman, and you'll see him with his Triton. And this is a little bit different top here. It says DC Comics Designer Series Greg Capullo. So it doesn't actually have that Capullo icon right there or the Batman symbol. Then on the side here you'll see the same artwork styling, and the back shows 4 figures. Now it actually looks like 5, but this one is actually a double pack, so we'll move on to that one. And then next up we have this double pack right here. So this is the DC Comics Designer Series. This is about the same size as this box right here in the front, but it's actually pretty skinny. It's not as wide as this one right here. And this shows two characters in there. It's the Gcpd Batman. So you'll see this character right here with some extra hands right there. There's a gun there. There's a mask. And then you see this little figure right there. So they're a bit different in size. You see that this one's much larger than this one. That's why they had to go with this larger box right there. And then of course you see that there's the artwork on this side. And then the back is much larger in scale. So we have these first two, and then there are two left. So moving on to the last two figures. Of course we have Green Lantern right here. And then it says Green Lantern Hal Jordan on the side. Then you'll notice that there is the same artwork, same back style, and the same top as this figure right here. And of course you just see Green Lantern doesn't have any weapons or any extras included with it. And then last we have Superman, which is the same top, and it says Superman on the side with this same artwork. And then the back shows this completed set right here. And it doesn't come with any extras. If you've seen other videos that I've done, you may have noticed that I have the entire Arkham Knight Batman figures. So I wanted to continue that, so I went ahead and collected this entire set. And a lot of these figures you can actually find for a pretty decent price, minus a couple of them, such as the larger boxed ones. They usually run a little bit more. When they first came out, they were around $20 or so. And as they go on, some have went up a little bit in price and some have actually dropped in price. So for these 20 figures right here, it actually wasn't a bad deal collecting them over time. And I'm pretty excited that I finally was able to complete the entire set. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out my other videos and stay tuned for more.